Bit of a mixed bag Sunday, but you can see a little bit of white on the board over the island. Full details coming.
Waiting to see you pop up. There we go. It's nice to see you. Hi there. And you know what? We're matching, and we're not even in boxes together.
I know. I was getting so excited to
Me
be
too.
just beside you and showcase the matching.
And I feel
the
like
fish shirt.
The fish. I feel like that's pretty topic forward since it's been so wet lately.
It is the perfect weather for fish. And it's going to continue in what we see in Corner Brook here, the wet roads. We can copy that, paste it for a large portion of the week and a large portion of the island. Now, there is a chance in some areas that that precipitation comes down as snow. So we'll get into it. And we had just missed a beautiful moment here in St. John's. Actually, there was a rainbow from top to bottom of your screen landing right behind the Confederation building there. But the TV god's not on our side here this evening as that just wrapped up. So I'm going to use this here. We're looking at a current model. You can see some white in there with the green. And we'll talk about that as we go along here this evening. But I'm really going to use this more so as a tool to talk about what Amanda was just getting at. And that is the back end of Oscar and the result of that. On Wednesday was the last time that I spoke with y'all, and we had that system coming up, and it looked like it was going to really center over the Avalon and the Burin. But as the Wednesday evening show went on, it seemed like more and more that rain was going to actually push a little closer to the west and allow for some more rain on the western part of the island and the central portion of the island. So when it was all said and done, here are some totals we're looking at. Marystown, 130 millimeters. These are all rounded up or down to the nearest. Clarenville, 116. St. Lawrence, 92. Terra Nova National Park, 81 millimeters. And by the end of Wednesday, we said St. John's could be in that 50 to 75 millimeter range rather than what we were seeing in the Clarenville and Marystown area of 100 plus. And we just barely scraped that 50 millimeter mark. Actually, in fact, I think it was about 49.6. So that's what Oscar left for us over the weekend. We can see here 6 degrees in St. John's matches Thunder Bay as we go across the country. Doubled up in Regina at 12, and the Dirty Rotters in Calgary looking at a mix of sun and cloud and 17 degrees. A beautiful afternoon, I guess late afternoon there now. The wind is going to affect the temperature, of course, as always. We can see some stronger wind up north. It clears off there in central, a little stronger along the vicinity of the Avalon Peninsula. And we can see that pick up in the 30 kilometer per hour range, but it's where the wind is coming from. We see part of it coming from close to Labrador City. That's coming into Corner Brook, whereas the wind on the Avalon in the east is coming more so from the south. So that's going to affect the temperatures. We can see a little bit warmer in St. John's and Bonavista thanks to that than the 3 degrees in Corner Brook, although it is still 6 in Port aux Basques. But if you looked at that wind, actually it was coming more from the west compared to Corner Brook's coming down from Quebec and Labrador. As we look at those wind speeds, we can really see 39 through St. John's, 41 in Great Cove, 46 up in St. Anthony, and just 15 through Corner Brook. As we take a look in Labrador, we can see the wind kind of taking a bit of a spin, coming up from the south through Mary's Harbor, coming up and back down through Nain. So that tells me it'll be a little bit warmer there than in Nain, a little bit cooler in Labrador City and Churchill Falls with that wind coming directly from the north. So if we go back to the temperatures, thereabouts 4 degrees Cartwright, 1 in Nain, -2 in Churchill Falls across to Labrador City. Precipitation, let's talk about it. As we can see this evening, the chance of snow coming over in Corner Brook this evening could be 5 millimeters of rain, 2 centimeters of snow in some higher elevated areas. As we see the chance for some rain in Marystown and some on again, off again showers throughout the overnight into tomorrow morning for St. John's. Brings the chance of some more snow on the southern portion of the province. Port aux Basques up through Corner Brook as well tomorrow morning into the afternoon. Again, about 2 centimeters for those areas in the higher elevated areas. Now, the wind still coming up from the south Monday afternoon at 2 p.m. We can see all that rain over Bonavista. The wind eventually is going to change and come from the north and allow for some of that rain to come back down in towards St. John's into your Tuesday morning for, again, a chance at some mixed showers there on again, off again. 3 degrees this evening in St. John's, 0 in Gander with the wind picking up to 50, potentially 7 tomorrow for St. John's. And it looks like we have more chance for a clear day in Gander than on the Avalon Peninsula. As we move to central and west, we can see a single degree this evening in Corner Brook, allowing for the chance for that snow to form. 2 in Twillingate, 0 in Lewisport. Light winds, though, 10 to 15 kilometers per hour from the southwest. Quickly here, we can see that 3 degree mark as a daytime high for Corner Brook tomorrow. So earlier in the day, likely allowing for the chance of flurries. We'll finish things off in Labrador, where it is -2 in Churchill Falls, -3 in Labrador City, 2 degrees in Cartwright, all around the board. Looks like there's a chance of some flurries, and we'll get into those details a little bit later as well. It is a 3 degree daytime high tomorrow for Happy Valley Goose Bay, and a dash there, -1 for Churchill Falls and Labrador City. Amanda?
Well, thank you very much, Ryan. And here we are in our boxes together with our matching
We got
blue.
there.
We got this. Thank you so very much. Definitely feeling that change in the weather with those cooler temperatures. So fall is here in full full flight.
And then some.
And then some. And we'll hear more from you, of course, a little bit later in the newscast.
Oh, good evening once again. Let's take a quick look outside where we can see the sun has gone down in St. John's and some cloud covering Deer Lake there. Some light waves coming through. Looks like a beautiful evening in Grand Falls, Windsor, but some rain on the road for Corner Brook, which is going to be a trend into tomorrow. Of course, with that's signs of rain. So we had some on the island today. In fact, pretty well everywhere got a little touch, if not a little bit more. Like in Rocky Harbor, there are 5.2 millimeters, 3.5 in Stephenville, not quite a millimeter in Rec House. Down the boot, we see Winterland coming in at 5.1. St. John's, looks like the airport there, west, 2.3 millimeters. So St. John's West, a little heavier hit. In fact, earlier this evening, we looked out one window of the newsroom, and it was sunny skies. Looked at the other, and it was rain. So it was just that kind of day. Isolated, sporadic showers in and out, a mixed bag. We can expect kind of the same as the week unfolds here. Just the chance of some snow is getting added to the mix for the island portion here. We do see some rain in the evening for Marystown as we push through to 9 p.m. That chance of snow increases for Corner Brook. In terms of the precipitation on the west coast there, we could see 5 millimeters of rain, 2 centimeters of snow in some of the higher elevated areas. We're going to really want to keep our eye on the temperature and the time there. We'll get into the temperatures in just a bit as we push forward here into the overnight and early Monday morning. There's a chance for some on-again, off-again rain. I'm going to sound like a broken record, but it is what it is for St. John's and the Avalon, with some cloud coverage coming and going over central, like Grand Falls, Windsor, Gander area, Clarenville as well. Likely to stay out of those isolated showers and have a more tame, I guess, more consistent day, for lack of a better term. But there's that chance of snow coming again over the southern portion. And once that wind changes and pushes it up towards Gander for Monday afternoon, we'll see some rain form over the Bonavista area, with the chance of some more rain in St. John's coming up from the south following that rain. And we're just seeing some light rain, or wind rather, push across west to east. And that's going to really just keep that snow potential on that side of the island. Now, as we push forward, we're going to see some of the wind directions start to change, actually, as we head into Monday evening. Another chance of some on-again, off-again showers for the Buren there. But we can see that wind starting to level out a little bit. Well, we're going to see that twist right around and come down from the north. And at that same time, we do see some rain over the Bonavista area. A lot of it offshore, but still there. And with that wind pushing down, it's going to bring that rain potential once again to Tuesday afternoon over St. John's. So on again, off again throughout. And for the west coast, depending on where you are and what time and the temperature, the chance for either some rain or for some snow. Speaking of temperatures, let's take a look at what we're currently looking at. 6 degrees in St. John's all the way across to Port aux Basques. A little cooler in Corner Brook as that wind comes more so from Quebec and Labrador, where it is a little cooler. Churchill Falls, Labrador City, both at -2. A single degree in Nain, Cartwright coming in at 3, which matches Fredericton. Halifax is at 6, and Sydney 5 degrees there currently. So we'll talk about that wind once again and how it's going to affect those temperatures. You can see a little bit warmer in St. John's compared to Corner Brook based on where that wind is coming from this evening. As we push into the midnight hour, we do drop off in St. John's, though. A single degree in Millertown, 2 in Deer Lake, and 2 up in St. Anthony. As we push through to Monday afternoon, there's that wind coming from the southwest once again, and that's allowing the temperature to get back up to that 7-degree mark. But it looks like double digits not in the question as we roll through to Monday afternoon. 3 degrees in Corner Brook. Again, that wind just coming from a little bit of a different area. And then you can see that wind drop down from the north, bringing things to 0 degrees by Monday night, holding at 3 in St. John's, 4 in Drepassi, and 2 in Burgeo. Although we have a couple minuses on the board in that time as well. But as we push through to Tuesday by noon, we do see 4 degrees in Grand Falls, Windsor through to St. Albans, 5 in Terranceville, 4 at Terra Nova National Park, and 4 in St. John's. But it's that wind coming from this direction that's really going to limit the daytime high there on Tuesday. That's Tuesday. We looked ahead at Wednesday a little bit with some cloud coverage there, but it's Thursday. That's the big day. Much the same. Chance of showers in the evening. It looks like it's going to be a little cooler there at 3 degrees. Again, those winds coming from the north. Now, tonight, we do see that low getting to 3 degrees with the chance of rain for St. John's. 0 in Gander, 3 in Marystown. Again, chance of rain, about 60%. Chance throughout the overnight hours into tomorrow. Things clear up in central. We talked about that. Mix of sun and clouds, 6 degrees, 7 in Marystown, as that on-again, off-again rain reaches through there across the rest of the eastern portion of the island to a 7-degree day in St. John's. As we move further west, it's the chance of snow that we talked about. And a daytime high of just 1 degree, so meaning, this evening rather, just 1 degree, meaning some of that could dip below that into tomorrow before it warms up to the daytime high of 3. So we'll keep our eye on that in terms of the precipitation type. But there's that sun and cloud of Grand Falls winds are at 6.5 up in St. Anthony and 4 in Port aux Basques. In Labrador, we have the chance of some flurries. We're looking at -2 in Churchill Fall, -3 in Labrador City. And even though it's a +2 this evening in Cartwright, there's a chance for some light snow flurry action there as well. Single degree in Happy Valley, Goose Bay, and 2 up in Nain. Tomorrow, temperatures not really changing that much. -1 Churchill Falls through to Labrador City, +4 in Cartwright. And we do have a little extra chance of sun up north in Nain with Hopedale both coming in at a +3 degrees. So that wraps up the weekend and into next week, Amanda. Thursday again, the big day for the trick-or-treaters. Looks like a slight chance of some on-again, off-again showers. So depending on what time you get out with the kiddies, you might want to bring a rain jacket just in case.
Perfect. Thank you so very much, Ryan.
All right, well, we have a weather photo contest photo to show you. Look at this critter. I believe that's a cross fox. I don't know where I'm pulling that from, but that's what's coming to mind. I think that's what maybe I should have Googled that before spitting out some bro science there. Someone Google that and let me know. Tracy Blagden from Frenchman's Cove, thank you very much for that. It's on the golf course there. And if you would like to send your photo in to us for your chance to win a 2025 Subaru Forester, head on over to www.ntv.ca for your chance to win. 1 entry per person per day. The contest ends November 29th with the grand prize draw on December the 4th. One last quick look. It looks like central areas having some sun tomorrow. I would put a mix of chance of rain there for the eastern with some more rain on Tuesday. Chance of some flurries for western over the next few days and in parts of Labrador as well. And Thursday, the big day for the kids, looks like it's about a 60% chance of some showers as well there. Amanda.
Oh, thank you very much. Look forward to that. And that is it.